Christmas to you all! We're here once again to celebrate the fact that the week is over. We can kick back, we can relax, we can do all those things, but then the journey will begin. 9.1 has been officially confirmed. Whew, Blizz took their time, they rubbed their feet on the carpet, they just were like, I'm not going to say nothing, but now it's here. 29th, we told you, we're making those videos, like, it's coming, man. We know it's very, very soon, but Blizzard just wouldn't let us know exactly when, but now we do. On the 13th of July, the mythic Race to World First will begin. The sweats will flow, the nerves will shake, and it is going to be everything we hope it can be, as Lady Sylvanas will definitely die. Unquestionably. Then they're just going to say, you know what, enough's enough of this character, we've had quite enough of that, and Lady Sylvanas will 100% not survive and not be redeemed, and she won't have a slug in her head or any sort of manipulation. There won't be some 5-head play where she's manipulated everything up until this point, and she's going to turn out to be the best of the best of the best of our queen. Praise be. Praise be. It's going to be good. It is going to be fantastic. What a week it has been again. Ratchet and Clank PS5, very hard mode, 100%ed, and then the save file accidentally deleted. Immediately after we 100%ed the game. Well, there you go. There you go. But what a superb game. I don't 100% many games, man. I don't 100% many games, but we did 100% that one because it was fucking quality. What an absolute banger. Such a shame it's on the PS5 exclusive. But in preparation for Captain Jack Sparrow joining us in just a few days, we played some Sea of Thieves. First time I've played Sea of Thieves, and what an adventure that was today. My God. We had some fun, although I was thrown in the brig, unceremoniously and unjustly. As the judge and jury of Drama Time, I was unceremoniously thrown into the brig and left to rot. Power given to the wrong hands, ladies and gentlemen. Power given to the wrong hands. And look where it led them. It led them right down into that horrible, horrible pit of making innocent people look guilty. So fucking sad. I haven't updated the banner because we're actually starting late today. YouTube won't know this, but for our live stream, we absolutely are starting late today because I was taking your advice. We did look at a Final Fantasy XIV boss a week or so ago on YouTube. You might remember it, and that comment section was like, oh God, turn all the graphics down and then see it properly. So we did do that, and we looked at an ultimate fight, which I gave us like an hour. I gave us an hour. And then it went on until we're late. Because them ultimate fights, working out what is happening in them ultimate fights is something else. But we got there. And it was very, very fun, I have to say. A very, very fun experience to go through them ultimate fights in FF14. Look forward to that one. Ultimates are pretty crazy. Yes. And I was forced, as the comment section suggested, to listen to the music that goes with it. It was actually a big topic of conversation. Was very excited, actually, after we turned the music on so we can hear it. It was a request that was made and a request that was fulfilled to go along with it. That's not why you're here today, though. That's not why you're here right now. Let's have some fun with the crazy and wacky world that is online anonymous video gaming. Turns good people bad. Turns great people even worse. It rots the soul. It rots the soul. The anonymous world of online gaming. So we're going to jump into a few things. We do have a return of pirates, which seems fitting considering we played some pirate game. But let's jump in with this first, because this has my attention, to say the least. Throwing some names here. We've got our wonderful supporters over on our website who allow all this content to take place. You guys are truly amazing. We have Annie. We have Goodwin. And we have Miru. Hello to you. Hello, friends. And the title of this tale that I shall regale you with is From Raider to Casual. And back. Oh, God. This is kind of worrying as somebody who's been going to be semi-casual at the start of 9.1. I will be semi-casual. See how long that lasts. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And back. Okay, and back again. We'll see. Let's go. Holla ballers! And a bro fist to you, Preacher Man, and all your wonderful chat members. Okay, this guy's guilty AF from the start. Buttering up the chat never works, by the way. It never works. These are scallywags, to say the least. Scallywags. This is the tale of how I decided to walk away from raiding, to give it all up, to put down my mythic item level, and I just had to go back. The possibility of people recognizing this story isn't exactly low, but honestly, I can't say that that is a negative. Okay, so people recognize. Interesting. I was in my guild, where I was a guild master and raid leader of Team 1, which was Realm 3rd for the 10 and 25 through most of Mists of Pandaria. I had been playing with my friend Disco Turtles and my now girlfriend Annie since middle school. My god, you guys are so young. Where we met in my uncle's comic shop. Your uncle had a comic shop? That's fire, dude. That's awesome. I do have a little story about that if you wish to hear it. Sure, man. We were great raiders, from clearing the Sunwell in the Burning Crusade to crushing mythic heroic Garrosh with only 5 people left alive. The Mists of Pandaria drought had managed to almost completely drain the guild of any players, though. The Mists of Pandaria drought. Oh, you're talking about the end patch, right? How long was the Mists of Pandaria one? It was over a year, right, that we had the Deathwing patch, I think. WoD launched, and we had 12 of us, which led to heroic raids, but honestly, it was dull. And recruiting was tough. If I'm being honest, it is because I lost a bit of my drive. I passed raid leader over to Disco Turtles and guild master to my ult, and I went off on my own to find a more relaxed role in a raiding guild. You gave it all up. I took my monkey monk and found my way into a new guild recently formed who boasted about aiming for high ranks. Yes, I know, Mike. This is a red flag. You know me too well. You know me too well. I went into High Mall Run as their trial, along with 3 other Windwalker monks. Honestly, this might sound elitist, but I'm pretty sure they were actually playing off-specs because they had no fucking idea how to use clones or how to actually move out of mechanics. Oh, no. This is why you can't do it if you've been mythic, man. You can't go down. You can't. You're just gonna get frustrated. It's hard work, man. On the final boss, I actually got told to stop padding. On Imperator? How are you padding on Imperator? I got told to stop padding with my clones from the guild, from the designated guild cutie. Yeah. Miru, who in reality was a double bagger. I have not heard that phrase for a very, very long time. I figured, why not, and we killed it. I was then invited to the guild and told I was on a 2-week loot probation in which any drops would be kept unless they were upgrades for raiders. What? This is what led to the master looter being removed. What the fuck are you talking about? I assume, if I'm reading this right, even if the loot isn't needed by anybody, you're still not allowed to have it. Why would anybody do that? Whoever this guild is, cunts. Because that's, unless I'm reading this wrong, why would you do that? It was another red flag to be sure, but hey, I was heroic geared already. 2 weeks later, I was now made a member, shockingly, of a mythic guild with 0 responsibilities, and I couldn't have been happier. The schedule change meant my old guild was raiding earlier, so I was never really even online when they were. But I couldn't help it, Preach. Forgive me, for I have sinned. I had been a raid leader for so damn long. Oh god, this is horrible. I feel this in my bones. I had been a raid leader for so damn long that I just couldn't help myself. And started to do things just out of reflex. I started making calls. I started browsing the logs. I started bringing extra flasks and enchants. I started doing all the things that I didn't want to do. Not because I thought of it as, this is what we need to succeed. But it's just the way I do it. And it was fine for the most part until Black Rock Foundry Heroic. As a Windwalker, I loved the raid. All hail the power of the Chi Burst. I was, however, being told by Goodwin, the raid leader, and his hemorrhoid Miru, that I needed to do the fights right. I only read the journals after the first pull and still performed. Oh, you did what I did. This is what I did. You tried to do what I did. Yeah, it does annoy some raid leaders, but fuck it, man. I only read the journal after we had done a pull, and I still performed better than most of the raid team. And around the time of Black Hand Heroic, I noticed that weird things were starting to happen with the loot. Goodwin had suddenly forgotten his rule of probation periods for new recruits when his friends joined. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're definitely going to stay, right? So it's not really a trial process if you think about it, because these are my friends. Okay? These are my friends, so they're definitely not going to leave. His reasoning was, they were ex-Mythic Raiders. And so gearing them up fast would make the guild progress faster. This annoyed some key players because they were losing tier and weapons, or in some cases, best-in-slot trinkets, because Goodwin brought his besties, or that Miru really wanted them. As an ex-raid leader, it fucking killed my soul seeing this shit, because it's how you know your guild is about to die. It is. It is indeed. During the second Mythic week, we were working on Train Bro, and I was told I would be sat so they could work in Goodwin's Windwalker Monk after he re-rolled from Rogue, because his character now needed gear, and because he was the raid leader, he knew the fight better. Oh my god. Like, what in the tits is this guild, man? Oh my god. I told him, and I couldn't help it. That's fucking stupid. Your monk is shit geared, and why the hell would you re-roll? He told me that because I was just a raider, I was in no position to question his decisions. And then he said that if my attitude towards leadership did not change, I would be permanently sat. I decided, fuck it, I don't care. I just took the raid night off and hang out with Disco Turtles and Annie. We went out to a Chinese buffet and then back to the house for some Cards Against Humanity. Fuck it. The next raid night, I logged on and found our Mythic team was now compromised of 5 fewer players, as apparently not only had they not killed Train Bro due to stupid calls and lack of damage, but upon swapping to Heroic, had given all tier items and trinkets to Goodwin and his new friends, even though some core players needed it to finish their 4-set. Now, I could see it as clearly as your chat probably can. It's all falling apart. And honestly, I could have blamed the ones who left. I only learned about what happened because one player was streaming and Goodwin had told everyone who had asked him about it that they were loot whores who did not care about the overall guild's progression. That's right. That's right. If you're getting fucked out of loot constantly, guys, you're a loot whore. You shouldn't care. It's only purple pixels. Right? You're a loot whore. You're the guilty one. If you're bitching about items, then you're a loot whore. That's on you, man. It was this night where we were barely had enough people from Mythic and almost failed to re-clear. Then Miru told me I needed to swap to healer. Here is the conversation as I remember it. Arthur, you need to go Mistweaver. What? I have no healing gear. We've got 4 healers. You also just picked up a healing staff on your druid. Well, I don't want to heal. And your DPS is low. I'm literally like top of the damage. I have 95% plus rankings on every fight. What are you talking about? Then Goodwin steps in. She said you should switch. And you're always supposed to have a geared off spec. You aren't supposed to question officers. Either swap to Mistweaver or leave. You have a geared healer spec. Isn't that why you've taken the tier shoulders every single week? I don't want to heal. And my DPS, on average, is better than yours. Except for when you are clearly ignoring mechanics, which causes wipes. You really should look at how to play your class. You're not supposed to be using Chi Explosion at all this tier. You know what? Okay. Okay. I had told myself when I joined you guys that I will do what I need to do in order to progress. So I quit. that is the sign of a seasoned Mythic Raider. Oh, really? I see. Well, no. Bye. See ya. I don't give a fuck. The fuck did you say? You're not allowed to quit. Fuck it, you're kicked. Oh, got him. Got him. No, man. You are killing this guild. And so is your whale of a fuck toy Miru. Oh, rude. We all know you drained the G-Bank to buy her shit so she sends nudes, and you two fucked at BlizzCon behind your girlfriend's back, and that's why she left you. Everybody in the guild knows it. That's some cold shit right there. That's some daggers right in the heart, man. That's fucking cold, bro. Miru spikes up. Fuck you! Hey, no amount of alcohol and pills can make that happen. Have fun with your guild. I'm out. I left the guild and ported out of the raid. I then got so many whispers and even in-game mails telling me how shit I was and that I wasn't going to move any further in the raid without them. Just so you know, I did have a geared healing set. Of course I did. I'm a Mythic Raider. I fucking love that. Oh, you can take the boy out of the Mythic Raid, but you can't take the Mythic Raider out of the boy, man. Of course I've got a healing spell. What the fuck, man? I can heal on a whim. And I'm pretty good at it, but fuck me if I'm running into that trap of you can heal for now. Right? Right? Just one raid. Just heal one raid. Look, man, we just need to heal one raid, alright? Okay? About 2 weeks had passed. I hadn't even really played the game too much, but one day, my boy Disco Turtles and Annie stopped by the comic shop and asked if I wanted to join their raid after my shift. Sure. Because no matter what, it was always fun raiding with the old team. I logged into my alt in the guild, and for literally the first time in Warlords of Draenor, it turns out Disco Turtles and Annie had been raiding Heroic since week 1, with a team of about 13 people. Surprised, I moved my monk over, and that night I had more fun than I had since I left. Disco Turtles also asked if I knew anyone else who wanted to join because they would really like to do Mythic again. I don't know if Goodwin and Miru had kept tabs on my character or not, but Annie told me in the middle of the Heroic clear that she had started receiving whispers from their characters saying that they shouldn't take me because I'm a loot whore and a drama queen. Fucking sad bastards. She had sent them the link to our mumble so they could talk it out. I had changed my name on it and decided to sit in the call and listen. Oh, you betas. You absolute betas. They then listed off my crimes I committed, including but not limited to offense number 1, ninja looting. Offense number 2, sexually harassing Miru. Offense number 3, assaulting Goodwin. Offense number 4, stealing from the guild bank. And offense number 5, seducing Goodwin's ex-girlfriend. And offense number 6, poaching players. In all honesty, I was laughing my ass off the entire conversation, especially when I heard this line. Honestly, with him in your guild, it will die. We are still repairing our guild after his escapades. My boy Disco Turtles then asked if I had anything to say, and the moment they realised that I was listening to the whole thing, I swear I could feel their buttholes pucker from here like some butterfly effect across the ocean. I told them, go fuck yourself. You're never going to clear Mythic because you're a bunch of cunts, and honestly, this guild would probably get a realm first before yours even gets half the next raid down. They immediately left the server, and then a conversation with Disco Turtles over whether we can actually go for realm first on this, average realm was possible. But you know what? We threw it down as a goal. We gathered old players that had left around the same time I did, and even some of the players who fled from the train wreck that was Goodwin. So in some ways, I kind of did poach. In BRF, we managed realm 5th, but we were prepared for Hellfire Citadel. Once the new patch came out and we all made sure to take our main 2 characters and do the necessary garbage that was 6.2, honestly, that expansion had great content. The first night of the raid, we got normal and up to council in Heroic. By the end of the week, we were on Manaroth and realm 3rd. Ooh, we're on Manaroth. Yeah. We were on Manaroth and realm 3rd. When Mythic released, we did not rush. Instead, we did 2 Heroic runs, and even normal for missing tier. Took our time. We knew we had an advantage. The first Mythic week, 3 down. Next week, we're on Gorefiend. 3 weeks later, we killed him and moved forward. About 4 weeks after, we were on Mythic Archimonde. We made sure every week to do heroic runs before so we could max the ring buffs. The kill was a bitch and a half. We got to the final phase clean. When we started losing players slowly but steadily, 2 dead, 3 dead, 5 dead, 1 reincarnation, 6 dead, 10 dead, 14 dead. It came down in those final moments of Don Archimonde to just me, Disco Turtles, and the tank. Annie on her priest, and a paladin with a druid. The paladin bubbles Annie so she can heal. Disco Turtles falls to Archie, and before anyone can die to the melee, I taunt and karma with the paladin using sacrifice. I lived through 2 hits before dying just in time for Disco Turtles to pick him back up, and bam, the cutscene started playing. We had managed to kill Archimonde 3 months after release. And motherfuckers, we claimed that realm first. We, of course, did the sensible and mature thing and spammed the achievements of Goodwin and Miru for an entire week. But one last thing. Mike, if you could say, Annie, this idiot wants to know if you will make him your forever idiot. Are you proposing? Oh, Annie, marry him now. What? You're proposing a drama? Let me do another take for you, Annie. Annie, this idiot who plays a dead spec. He wants to know if he can pad the DPS meters for the rest of his life with you by his side. Can you make him happy, Annie? I've been trying to find a way to propose, and considering she started binge-watching drama, I figured this fits within the new quarantine limits. The end. Please let us know, right? I mean, if... let us know. Are you here, Annie? Are you here? Is Annie here? Like to know. This might be in shock. Who knows? Who knows? Didn't listen till 2024. Tweet the answer. We need to know. Annie? Oh, that's cool. Bex, man. You keep putting me in these positions. I've emailed. Oh, Bex says she's emailed them, but no reply yet. Okay. Okay. All right. I did. You said there was some announcement in it, but I didn't want to know what it was. I didn't want to know. I like the surprise myself. Well, we wish you both the best. For everybody here, we absolutely wish you the best, and hopefully that works out. Hopefully that works out. I get told this and then something I need at the end. That's why this is the message I get. Mike, it'd be good if you read from Raider to Casual. It has an announcement. That's what I get told. Those are my notes pre-show. That's what I get. I want to be as surprised as you guys. Yeah, if Annie says no, giga guilty. Giga guilty. Thank you, Clavey. Giga guilty. Let's do some pirates, man. Oh, what a good start to the... Oh, a good end to the Friday, I should say. What a good end to the Friday. All right. Trying to up... How do I one-up a marriage proposal? How do I do that? We'll do our best. We'll do our best. Okay, let's talk about pirates and that wonderful, wonderful game that we all play and we all love so dearly. The Legend of Pirates Online. The Legend of Pirates Online. Don't worry about the spammers, the bots that are flying around. Switch, it happens. It's not a big deal. Our mods will take care of it. Hey, y'all! Hey, how's it going? A couple of weeks ago, I wrote in about some drama that had occurred in the ultimate online pirate game of Tlopo, and was surprised at how interested everyone was in the game. As an update, I'm happily sailing my war frigate, screenshot attached at the bottom, making gold, and I've now told the guild that I am in fact a guy, not a girl. Round of applause. The guild leader that helped me out in my last story actually thought it was hilarious and thanked me for unintentionally weeding out a toxic player in the guild. I like the way you've now turned it into like you baited them in. Something like that, like some honey trap. To answer some of your questions that you and your audience have, yes, you can make a crew. They're basically just parties like in any MMO. Yes, PG will probably crash the poor servers if you run a community event there. No, this is not Pirate RuneScape. It's more like Pirate Warlords of Draenor. Well, that just put everybody off. Oh, and I should also mention that while my last story's correspondences occurred in Discord and profanity wasn't an issue, the game itself has a stringent profanity filter that you are unable to turn off. This is a carryover from the original game since it was intended for children and the new developers wanted everything to remain the same. Yeah, hashtag no changes to Slopo. If you say a non-whitelisted word, yes, your words have to be whitelisted. Your chat will immediately convert the word into yarp. That's fucking awesome. Or something piratey. If you typed out something like, oh my fucking god, it would come out in game as, oh my god. Anyway, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I've got a new drama story that takes place in this wonderful world of sailing the seven seas. Something from this past week, in fact, that I thought really fit your show. It began on a scorching hot Saturday, where you'd have to pay me to go outside. A few guildies and I were on cannons on the guild leader's ship for a material run, which is sinking a bunch of specific NPC ships. When you take out your ship, you have the 4 different boarding options: private, accessible to friends, accessible to guild, and public. If you just want a quick grind that helps everyone involved, you go public, as was the guild leader's ship that day. Oh god. A usual materials run takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and we were speed running back to back. It's dull work, but, you know, farming is farming. So I was watching Bo Burnham's new special on Netflix and not committing 100% of my attention to the game. Ah, the MMO tradition. I like a good MMO that allows me to not look at it while I'm playing it. Yes! Nailed it. On the 3rd run of the day, I see in the chat someone complaining about a fellow crewmate. It seems this crewmate, Ultra Saturn, was AFKing and leeching during our runs in an MMO. Unfucking real. That's insane. Imagine the gall on someone to AFK and leech experience and materials. Shocking. Who does that? We had about 5 to 6 players aboard and could sink ships we needed to. But the more players on cannons and repairs, the faster we go. People that AFK during material runs are aptly referred to as leechers. And this guy was calling Ultra Saturn a leecher repeatedly, trying to get their attention and hopefully shaming them into actually helping us out. But as an AFK person would, Ultra Saturn didn't respond. He simply just stood. Only coming off AFK to rejoin the ship every time we docked and sailed back out. Oh my god, he's not even AFK. That son of a bitch. He's watching. Waiting. Until it's time to jump back onto the fucking... until it's time to jump back on the boat, man. He's just fucking chilling and AFKing. There isn't much, unfortunately, that you can do in the game to stop someone from doing this. You can kick someone from the ship, but if it's set to public, they can just rejoin. So there was an in-game etiquette thing, which always works well in MMOs, guys. We said our GGs and went our separate ways for the evening. After dinner, though, I logged on to see if anyone was grinding world bosses. Sure enough, there was a good chunk of players camping a boss called... And wait for it. Fear for your life, guys. It's Jimmy Legs. Alright, let's see if we can get a picture of Jimmy Legs. I kind of need to see what... Talopo... Jimmy Legs. Yeah, fear Jimmy Legs. Jimmy Legs. Oh shit, Jimmy Legs is kind of screwed up. Jimmy Legs is no joke. Let's come over here. Jimmy Legs. He's a mollusk boss. Okay. It's like Withered Jim's older brother. Jimmy Legs is a mollusk boss and a member of Davy Jones's crew found in the cursed caverns of Isla Tormenta. He is at level 43 with 20k HP, making him very powerful. Jimmy resides in an alcove across from the area known as Thrall Room. He attacks using a voodoo doll. He is known to drop the unique Lego cursed saber, the Sapphire Curse. He is the only enemy in the game that can drop this weapon. Alright, it's Asmongold's literal nightmare. 1% drop chance on Jimmy Legs? Gimme. Gimme. Once I got there, who's there? Our boy Ultra Satan. Sure enough, they were standing in the stack of players conspicuously, but clearly attacking only once to tag and then AFKing again. More leeching. Is there no end to Ultra Satan's leeches? This is where maybe chat will consider me petty and guilty, but I feel what I did next is justified. Every now and then, Jimmy Legs uses a fixate ability with his voodoo doll that targets random players in combat with him. Generally, higher level players can absorb the hit, but you have to actually mitigate it or have a healing tonic ready. Our friend Ultra Saturn, doing fuck all. Whenever they were targeted, they instantly got killed, and someone in the stack of players would kindly res them, which usually meant missing a tag on the boss. I was annoyed, so I finally started to call them out. Bros, pirate friends, hear me! Do not bother reviving Ultra Saturn. He is a leecher. I told everyone. No one's going to call that petty. Calling out a leecher is not petty. A few people replied rip, called out, wrecked, etc. Surprise, surprise. Ultra Saturn actually fucking responded. He speaks. He speaks, ladies and gentlemen. Ultra Saturn is about to grace us with the words of a hero. What the yar are you talking about? I'm not leeching. Yeah, you are. You did it earlier on a material run, and you're doing it again now. Bro! 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 You are taking this kids game way too seriously, man. Get a life, bro. Get a life, you fucking nerd. Oh, you yar nerd. I waited a moment until I watched Ultra Saturn's revive bar almost run out and then said bye-bye as they disappeared. When you die, essentially release spirit, you get thrown into the nearest jail cell and get typical res sickness debuff. The nearest jail cell to this island we were on was 5 minutes away by ship, so it's not a huge deal, but it's obviously a pain in the ass. I continued farming the boss until eventually Ultra Saturn made his way back. This is his comments word for word, ladies and gentlemen. A reading from Ultra Saturn's outrage response. Yar, yar, you yar, ar! Of course, it was impossible to know exactly what wisdom he was bestowing upon the group, but I got the gist of the message he was trying to deliver. They proceeded they were going to report me for defamation of character. The rest of the players farming Jimmy Legs were lolling all over the place. They gave another series of yars before getting one shot since res sickness lasts 10 minutes, and he still had the debuff. Again, no one resed him, and I didn't see him again since. I have no idea where Ultra Saturn went, but I never received any messages from the GM team regarding defamation. Talopo is an interesting world, and leeches are in every game, but we can deal with them together, friends. A message from us all. We can deal with them together if we all work together to keep it a friendly community. You guys should definitely try it out. I encourage you. Just don't all come at once. There was an undead invasion event recently and all the servers crashed when trying to load 200 players onto a single island. But look at what cool stuff you can get. This is my ship, the Black Valkyrie. This isn't going to sell anybody. That's not going to get it done, dude. Are we pogging? Are we pogging out? And this is what boss farming looks like. R! Someone's actually doing the R? No way. R! Why have you all got such garbo weapons and Christmas hats? Small pog, a tiny pog. Tiny, tiny pog. Can't see shit. It's, I'm signing up right now. I mean, you know, it looks okay, but I think I'll keep with Sea of Thieves for now. I think that's where we should go. Micro pog. Tiny pog. All right, now we're going to go back in time to a game that I think many of you remember very fondly, actually. Very, very fondly. And we've talked about it fondly regularly on stream as well. Who remembers Star Wars Galaxies? Who was there? Me, yes, indeed. Star Wars Galaxies. Before it turned into a shithole. Pre-shithole. I'm not that old. No, I'm not old. You don't have to be that old for this one. You don't have to be that old. Yar. I'm young. You're not, Massey. No, you're not. No, you're not. But this was the original Star Wars MMO and was ridiculously popular. Ridiculously popular. And then it died in a single expansion. That would be a shame. I am a WoW player, Mike. But the finest drama I was ever experienced to became before World of Warcraft even released. It was in the best MMO of all time. Star Wars Galaxies. It was an Anchorhead Cantina on Tatooine. Set the scene, play that music into your mind. Nearly midnight. It's a pretty good crowd for Saturday. I'm dancing on my busty blue tentacled Twi'lek for a sniper and pistolier who had taken some heat during a dragon raid. I gyrated for him on that table, and my silky dress shimmers. The customers clap for me. They tip me 200 credits as they leave, and I blow them a kiss. It has been a very profitable night for my little blue monster. Gross. For those too young to know or too old to remember, Star Wars Galaxies had a unique progression system. New characters mixed and matched from dozens of classes. There were several standard ranged and melee combat classes, but then there were civilian classes like doctors, engineers, merchants, weaponsmiths, architects who never actually even killed a single thing. Then there were exotic classes like bounty hunters, droid mechanics, and politicians. Each class had a full progression tree that took weeks and weeks to fill out. I had gone down the entertainer line and emerged as a fully fledged blue Twi'lek dancer. Combat in Galaxies generated a stress, a permanent debuff that reduced your stats, and the only way to remove your stress, ladies and gentlemen, was to visit a bar, listen to the music, and watch some dancers. Master dancers like me knew moves that had extra benefits. It's not actually a bad idea. Like, honestly, it's not. A lot of people in World of Warcraft would fucking love a system like this. They would love a system like this. That they could literally become a capped dancer in Silvermoon or whatever, and they knew special abilities that gave people buffs. Yeah, man. Some of the special abilities I had gave stress absorption so people could fight for longer, and even combat buffs. We were always readily in demand. I tended to avoid the big cantinas like Theodore Naboo or Mos Eisley. These were too busy, too impersonal. I didn't get to know my customers. I mean, you're making it sound like prostitution. It is a good idea, and I like it, but you're just so close to prostitution. I like the tight-knit communities in these little planets, like Anchorhead, where you greeted the regulars with a cheery, "Hi, hun," for your regulars. And you knew the name of all the musicians' kids. But the dancer life, I'm afraid, is kind of a trap. The money's good, but it's hard to save enough to buy equipment you need to do anything else, especially in the backwaters of the galaxy. I envied the merchants with their expensive automatic harvesting setups and their cool shops. Those guys were rolling in money and could dip in and out of other activities with ease. But one day I thought, one day that'll be me. I'll have my own store. I'll be the hero. As my customers go out the door, I split my 200 credit tip with my Wookiee musician buddy Gearjammer, who's accompanying me tonight on his Traz clarinet. Wait, you partied up with a musician for your dancing? That's genius. That is fucking genius. That is genius, man. Like, you've got a shift at the club. I love this. But this is when the hubbub begins. Musicians stop playing, dancers stop dancing, and customers look around. I turn to the doorway, and there, in the flesh, the first time anyone has ever seen one, is a Jedi. I don't know if it mentions this in the story, but I need to mention it to our audience who may not be familiar with this game. When you made a character in Star Wars Galaxies, there was a tiny chance it could become a Jedi. Like, a tiny chance. And you wouldn't find out until you'd, like, capped many, many professions, if it was possible to become a Jedi. Okay? It wasn't something that you could just become. you had to get kind of lucky to become a Jedi. It was you had to be force sensitive, which was a random chance. Yeah. So to actually see a Jedi in the game was, you know, rare as fuck. It was pretty. It's not. It's well shit. It's not. It actually paid off massively, and people were very okay with this. In fact, as a fun note, and I'm not super clear on this, what killed the game is when they let everybody become a Jedi. That's when the game actually died. People loved that Jedis was super rare and also incredibly powerful. There was alternatives though, because I think you could also become a bounty hunter, which could get as powerful as Jedi. I'm not clear on the details. It's something like that. But Jedis were ridiculously special in the game. I couldn't believe it. An actual Jedi. He was wearing the brown Obi-Wan Kenobi-style robe. He has a special Jedi title and Jedi icon near his name. And he has a stress debuff. Quickly, I spammed my advertising macro. Dancing for tips! Master Dancer! All buffs! Come and get it! Winky face. Sure enough, this Jedi takes a seat at my table. My heart beats fast as I begin my routine. There's no music. Gearjammer is just standing staring at actually seeing a Jedi. I poke him and he puts the Traz in his Wookiee mouth and the music starts. Why are we having this reaction? Okay, he's going to explain it now. Okay, so I'm not 100% clear on this, but we'll see. Why are we all having this reaction? Well, Jedi in Star Wars galaxies are rarer than Scarab Lords in World of Warcraft. Unlocking them is a shady and poorly understood process. It's rumored that players who wish to create a Jedi must find 3 incredibly rare holocrons, max out 4 character classes from a randomized hidden list. Completing these tasks opens a single Force-sensitive character slot on the player's account. But Jedi are fragile. Especially Jedi apprentice characters who are delicate as tissue paper. Imagine playing a mage in vanilla World of Warcraft who is limited to melee. And it has permadeath. When a Jedi character dies just 3 times, the Force-sensitive slot is removed from your account and the Jedi is gone forever. Bruh. I certainly had never ever seen a Jedi. And now, here I am, dancing for one, for tips in the Anchorhead Cantina. A crowd gathers and grows. The little cantina has never been so full. Little 20 to 30 players are peppering the Jedi with questions. Mostly like, how did you unlock Jedi, mate? What professions did you go with? Where were the holocrons, though? Where were they? Where were they? Show me on the map, though. Show me on the map, though. Shit you, mate. Fucking well shit. Imagine being needed to be a Jedi so you can win a fight. Loser. Loser. Where'd you get a Jedi from, though? Well shit. Can I have it, though? Buy your account? I dance my little heart out. Then someone asks the ultimate question. Can you please show us your lightsaber? Can no one else use a lightsaber either in Galaxies? Is it Jedi only to use a lightsaber? That's crazy. There's a Star Wars MMO. She said yes! We're getting married! She said yes! Oh! She said yes! Poggers! Poggers! Yes! Absolute pogging! Yes! Well done. Well done. That's awesome. Hey, we wish you the best in a long and happy life, man. Marriage was one of the best things I ever did. I also like installed World of Warcraft, which was slightly better. But marriage is like a close second. And then there's like buying Ben. That was awesome. And then like kids is a bit below that. But it's pretty good though. Thumbs up. Can we please see your lightsaber? We've had it confirmed in the chat, by the way. Only Jedi could use lightsabers. No. You motherfucker. He replies. Nah. Suddenly, everybody is now spamming him. Please. Please. No. Just quickly, though. Go on. No. Please! I just want to see it. I just want to see what it looks like. No. Absolutely not. Oh, there's a good reason, actually. I thought he was just being a dick. I understood why. Turning on a lightsaber immediately flags the Jedi for PvP. Any character from any faction is allowed to attack a Jedi with the lightsaber out. And that could cost one of their precious 3 lives. Oh, that's actually insane, right? If you draw the saber, he means to use it, right? It cannot be returned until it has drawn blood. I understand. Worst of all, bounty hunter players receive huge rewards for killing Jedis. And their probe droids are everywhere, and the message is no doubt spreading that there is a Jedi in the bar. This is really fucking cool, man. I want to go and play this game. Soon, a wealthy politician character, mayor of the biggest player city on Tatooine, offers the Jedi 4 million credits to see his lightsaber. This is a ludicrous amount of money. With 4 million on the table, the Jedi... Okay, then. Okay, then. If we're doing this. There is absolutely zero chance I'm going to miss this, though. An enormous throng follows the Jedi to the outskirts of Anchorhead. We made a giant ring around him. All kinds of characters are there. Humans, Bothans, Rhodians, Zabraks, Wookiees, and Twi'leks. I see tough guys in Mandalorian armor, stormtroopers on speeder bikes, merchants in expensive suits, and entertainers in slutty costumes like mine. A full-size AT-ST follows a droid mechanic. A bioengineer creates an enormous brontosaurus. The Jedi then speaks to us. I want everyone to promise right now, nobody will attack me when I reveal the saber. At me. Okay. Sure, bro. Of course, the throng of people, I promise, I absolutely promise, I will not attack. I say, adding to the din. Not that I could attack anyway, I'm a dancer, so I don't have combat skills. I'm going to be really pissed off, though, if you guys attack me. I'm just saying, I'm going to be really pissed. Now, I don't know how powerful Jedi are. I haven't read past this line, by the way. I kind of like the idea that if they did attack him, he would fucking massacre them all. Like, you know, you remember... It's been long enough now. You know The Mandalorian when Luke shows up? Like that. And he just wrecks everybody. It's like, I warned you. I fucking warned you, man. I warned you. We won't attack. We promise. Says the crowd. Alright then. Here we go, says the Jedi. The mayor has to pay his 4 million. He coughs it up. I hold my breath. And there it was. In a flash of brilliant yellow. Oh, yellow! Boo! Boo and a hiss! Yellow! Fuck that, man. Yellow? Boo, right? Yellow? The lightsaber emerges. It's glorious. It creates a glow that casts shadows. It hums and it cackles with power. I had never been more excited to see an in-game object appear on my monitor before. But I only see it for 2 seconds before the rockets land. The bounty hunters are here, and they're in the crowd. They give the Jedi everything. They've got bombs, flames, automatic weapons. The violence is contagious. A dozen others pile in too. And soon everyone who has combat ability is going in on the Jedi. The poor guy totally disappears in a mass of blaster fire, rocket explosions, and attack droid. Oh, they killed him, like, instantly? Fuck you, Jedi, you lucky cunt. Someone shouts in the crowd. LOL, shouts someone else. What a fucking idiot, shouts a third. Imagine throwing your lightsaber in front of all these people. What a moron. I'm standing there in shock, though. I'm standing there in shock. I just wanted to legitimately see the lightsaber. I truly believed everyone else did too. I'm very sad for the Jedi. Why would they do this to him? I think to myself. But then there is a flash of yellow to my left. I look around and see a bounty hunter. Oh, he's still alive! Oh, you are fucked, man. This is Rogue One. You're fucked. Everybody's fucked. I look around and I see a bounty hunter dead on the ground, then the gunman, then a whole group of stormtroopers. The Jedi is shredding the entire throng of people. It turns out this is not a Jedi apprentice. This is not the first rodeo. Easily destroyed by a lucky bounty hunter shot. Nope. This guy has been a Jedi for a long fucking time. He has completed his Jedi talent tree, and he is actually classified as a Jedi Knight. And he is genuinely really pissed off. What the fuck, yells the bounty hunters. Kill, 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 says someone else. Run, says everyone else. The Jedi, though, is merciless. Over the next 2 minutes, he massacred every last person in the crowd who was PvP flagged. People who stand their ground and get chopped to bits, and people who run got chased down or blasted apart with force lightning. Even poor Gear Jammer gets sliced in half when he accidentally buffs someone else and gets flagged. By the time the Jedi is finished, I am surrounded by a pile of corpses and wreckage. Even the giant Brontosaurus has been killed. Aww! Only myself and a couple of stragglers survive. Cool as ice, the Jedi puts away his lightsaber and walks back into the cantina, and I follow. Hey, he says. I'm really sorry, I say to him. I'm sorry they attacked you. I really wanted to see the lightsaber. It always happens, he says. This is not his first dance. You didn't attack, though. Winky face. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, I tell him, struggling to type. Are you free to dance, though? I still have stress. Yeah, why not? Of course, I tell him, jumping back on my table. Gear Jammer never comes back online that night. Instead, I grab a Trandoshan? Sorry, Star Wars fans, I don't know these names. A Trandoshan musician who accompanies me on his Omnibox. I never saw a Jedi again after that night. But he changed my Galaxy's experience forever. At the end of the dance, he tipped me 1 million credits. Worth. This was enough to buy a fiberplast harvester, set up a profitable building materials shop in Corellia, and I finally left the dancing life behind. It was one of the most emotional and immersive experiences I've ever had in a video game. Dude, we're right there with you. That was lit. That was awesome. That was so fucking cool, man. Thank you for reading my story. Absolutely. That was so cool, man. That was so cool. Oh, God. I need this game. Yeah, I saw it. I was flashing up. Obviously, I can't, like, interact with the chat as much as I would like to during drama time, but I saw someone in the chat saying there are private servers and stuff up. I would be down for that, man. I would be kind of fucking down for that. Thank you for picking up a hoodie, by the way. Thank you, Walkabout, for picking up a hoodie. Ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of drama time, as my voice is now in... Dude, let's go! We could do that. We could do that over the summer. That would be really cool. I'd be interested in that. I'm going to love you and leave you. It's time for me to go and relax and save my voice from going in there. But if there is somebody in the chat who knows a little something about Star Wars Galaxies and private servers and things like that, or what's happening with it, can you Discord me? Our Discord is here. Or Discord one of the team. So either Chris or Bex or Nups. Let me put it here. And let us know, and I'll have a look into it, because that could be kind of fun. That could be really cool. Have a nice weekend, everybody. It's been yet another incredible week. I don't think it's next week. I'll have to double check the dates, but I have been entered into a £5,000 Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsored tournament for Space Invaders that we will be doing on stream. So I'll let you know exactly when that is, but we have an hour to put up the highest score possible. It's a content creator invitational. It should be a laugh. It should be a bit of gold. That was your story, Lakatu. Thank you. And congratulations. Round of applause to Lakatu for providing that story. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yes, I will let you know when it is. We will be doing it on stream, but I have to put up the highest score possible for a chance to win £5,000. I'll let you know when that's going on. And of course, before that, 9.1 is coming. And also, there is a Friday feature this evening, which hopefully you will enjoy. If Chris has managed to finish it, it was kind of is a heavily edited one. So we'll see how you like it. Other than that, be good. And I'll see you Monday at the latest. All right? Bye, guys.